All right, today we're going to come to you from live from Bahrain. So the girls just finished up the wrestling today. Uh, USA is world champions at the ISF uh, Gemicide tournament. So pretty awesome. They had 10 medals. Jason Lloyd sitting here with Bella Miller and Colton Schaefer. How's everything going there?
It's going really good. It's really nice over here. It's really warm. So
Really
taking that in before we have to head back to the cold weather.
well, Bella, you ended up finishing third this year. And so how did your matches go? I mean, obviously one didn't go so well, but the rest of them, how did
Yeah.
everything go?
Well, it went really well at first. I took down a girl in Pinder right away. And then I had a match against Brazil. I was winning 5-0 and then kind of messed up by wrestling. Wasn't really wrestling smart, but it's okay. I came back and got to wrestle another Brazilian girl. And I came back and I got third.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, freestyle. Things happen sometimes, and that is what it
Yeah.
is. So, how'd you end up doing at this tournament, Colton?
I went 1-1. I started off, I tech falled a kid from Saudi Arabia, and then I lost to a kid from Azerbaijan, and he lost in like the last 20 seconds, so I didn't get pulled back into the tournament.
Yeah, so he had the piggyback having to get in. So then when you lose, you're kind of rooting for the guy that beat you. And unfortunately, guy which he had in front of him got knocked out. So out he went. But I can tell you right now, watching both these guys, I know it's new for Colton, the international, I'm guessing. But at the same time, like he dominated with the Saudi Arabian guy, looked great, very clean. Then those Azerbaijan guys, like they were not something to mess with. Them and the Iranians on the boys' side. On the boys' side, we only ended up with one medal. It's not knocking the boys. It was just that tough with the Iranians and everything. And then Bella here, I've coached her in the past. She was part of Daughters of the Corn, has been around for a long time. I enjoyed getting the opportunity to coach her along with Jessica Brenton from Wyoming. She's the women's chair there, and Allie Rogers. She's a Life University graduate, as well as several other really great people. Mustafa, he was an Iranian head coach for their national team. And in those giant club wars where you had like Titan Mercury taking on Iran and stuff, he was one of their coaches for that, against David Taylor and Snyder. So we've got him, and he's helping us out quite a bit. On Bella's one match, she had Amazonian, like this gal. She's like old Soviet bloc, pretty tall looking gal. I'm pretty sure she dropped a couple kids off at daycare before she showed up. Like I can, of course, Bella. They're in the States. I watch her style. She likes upper body and clubbing the head and this and that. Well, she kept trying to reach up for that Amazonian girl. Didn't quite work out, but that's okay. I was really proud of her. Aaron and you guys ought to be proud of her. She made some adjustments, started getting back to stuff that we talked about that she was good at, hitting some, sweep singles, low singles, and like she was hitting the back door on these girls, and they didn't know what to do with that. So that's some of
So
that American style that you see that transitions really well when the rest of the international guys.
so Jason, with
Yeah, we
with
had a
this
great
with the
tournament,
ISF
man.
trip, I'm sorry to interrupt, but with the ISF trip, wrestling's an awesome part of it. But what have you guys all been doing? What's some of the things that that's probably what some people really want to hear about is what's it like in Bahrain? Go ahead, Bella. You can start.
Like,
For us girls, we have to really kind of stick together. So I guess like we've kind of gotten to bond with the team a lot more with that. But we've gotten to visit some local markets and then see some of the like museums and stuff. Otherwise, the rest of the time we're kind of like trying to rest up and get ready for next day.
what's your
Cool.
take on Bahrain?
Yeah, we just done a lot of resting at the hotel, but like we did like the opening ceremony on the Nations Night, and that was cool. Um, and then there was like tour, or it's like kind of a tour. We also had to like stop at places.
Yeah, so they put us on tour buses and took us around. A lot of the tours were really good. Mine, unfortunately, the bus driver wasn't from around here and took our group to an alleyway where it wasn't very nice. But ISF did a really great job. Sent a shuttle over, took us out to the Souk, which is their local market or bazaar, and you can haggle these people. It's part of the thing. It's kind of fun haggling them down on price. And then, there's just so many really cool things to see here that you're not seeing in the States. Different experiences, religions, even tastes. I bought some ketchup Cheetos or chili bugles. And, there's a lot of these things as well as lamb, shish kebabs. A lot of really cool flavors and such that we've been able to take advantage of and have a good time with.
Bella and Colton, what are some new foods that you guys have tried? Any new foods you've tried that you really liked, or?
So today's kind of like the first day I get to like really enjoy myself with eating. But otherwise, they've had a little bit of like dishes, I guess, that we usually don't have back home. Like their soups are definitely different, and then their desserts. So
No,
yeah.
no chicken strips and fries, huh?
No, but there's a McDonald's across the street. So I mean, if we wanted to, we could.
Nice. Colton, anything cool you got to eat this time, or?
I've had a bunch of like the croissants with like chocolate in them. And those things are so good. They're like one
Nice.
morning I had like 4 of them.
Oh, the
So-
apple juice though. The apple juice is way better.
Yeah, they have a lot of fruit juice here instead of soda as much. So like even in the local market where you might be buying a soda, like I bought blackberry juice last night, and another one was like an apple flavor and things like that. There's like you said, it's a different world even in our cafeteria. They have ganache and other Arabic sort of flavored foods and things that we don't necessarily see every day. A lot of vegetable based, as they have a large Indian population that's been moving in. So you got to watch out. You might get a hold of some curry. Funny story on the airplane ride, which by the way was 13 hours here and another half hour. Well, we get to go a half an hour, and since we're going against the jet stream, it'll be 15. But they come through with a pastry. Looks like apple pie or something from McDonald's. And hey, they were asking these kids, "You want a pastry? You want a pastry?" Hey, what was in that pastry? You try one of them, Colton? Yeah, what was in that?
It's like chicken. The
Chicken.
one I had it was chicken.
Yeah, it was curry. And some of those kids had never tasted curry, so watching their faces, they bit in, and I just kind of sat back and was like, "Yeah, it's curry," and they're like, "Oh." They take another bite to see if it was any better. That was kind of funny to watch.
I'm not sure if curry on the plane would be a great idea or not.
Oh, correct. One individual found out for sure. He wasn't a little guy either. That bathroom wasn't made for him.
So Bella, this is your second ISF trip, is that correct?
Yeah.
How would you compare and contrast this to Brazil a little bit? How different is it?
Well, a lot more clothing is what I'd start off with. But otherwise, no, it's really different. It's especially like, just like the environment that we're in, and just like it's way more hot, like heat type, and then Brazil is more like humid and like more tropical rainforest. But otherwise, ISF just does a great job like doing it kind of correctly. But the opening ceremony was pretty cool here. They had a lot of fireworks. So that was definitely different than back over
We
there.
met the king. We met one of the princes. There are 20 princes, so apparently it's good to be king. But yeah, I couldn't tell you how much they spent on the fireworks, and that they had this guy rapping about Bahrain. So that was kind of cool. Kids like that.
Well, very cool. Do we got anybody else come down? Did I see that we had another?
Yeah, we got
place?
Ashton over here.
Hi, Ashton. Ashton, where are you from?
Okay,
I'm
let's
from
let
Iowa.
Ashton in.
Yeah.
Here, I'll scoot over.
I'm from Ottumwa, Iowa.
You're an Ottumwa, Iowa guy. I am good friends with Jasmine. So, you know
Oh,
how,
yeah.
yeah. So how'd you
Trainer
end
there
up
ever since
doing?
I was.
How'd you end up doing
I
at the tournament?
went 2-2. I kind of had a bad draw, so I wrestled two guys from the USA, and I beat both of them. And then I lost to a guy from Ukraine who ended up getting second. And then I lost to a another guy from Armenia, I think, and he got third.
Now, I'm going to guess this is probably your first time wrestling outside of the United States.
Yeah,
Was it? How's your experience been in Bahrain?
it's been pretty good so far.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's been pretty good. I mean, I'm just kind of surprised with how everything's laid out. It's just gone really smooth, and I'm just really surprised since uh, the place I'm going to, I kind of knew nothing about, and I'm just really comfortable with how it went. So yeah, we're well.
Any foods that you've really enjoyed having, or have you got much chance to do that yet?
Oh yeah, I ate a little bit, even though with the whole weight situation, it's kind of hard. But I kind of snuck some foods here and then. So yeah, I mean, food here is great. The hotel prepares this for us really well. So yeah, so yeah, they take care of us.
Very nice, very nice. And who else joined us here?
Hi, I'm Marie Benson.
Are you from
Tell 'em where
Huxley? Is that right?
I'm from Dubuque,
Oh,
Iowa.
Dubuque. Okay, gotcha. Are you which school at Dubuque do you go to? Are you also Hempstead?
No, I'm at senior.
You're at senior. Okay, we got two opposing schools here in the same picture. So, how'd you end up doing?
Yeah. I went 0-2 a tech fall and then a pin by Greeno. Sorry.
That's all right. It's first time, obviously, probably wrestling outside the United States.
Yes.
Well, how's your experience been so far?
It's been really great. I mean, I've learned a lot here and like the way they live, it's like similar to us, but there are definitely some differences within their culture and everything. So it's cool, like learning about like what they do and how they do it and like what's like quote acceptable and not. So it's definitely an experience.
Yeah, definitely different than living in Iowa, huh? So, when you girls get back, you're gonna start. What day do you guys get back? Because you start wrestling already on Monday. Practice starts. Are you guys ready for season? Pretty excited about that. Of course, the guys get a couple weeks off before they got to start wrestling again. But yeah, no, I'm getting super excited for season to get started. Um, I don't know what's on the agenda yet for ISF yet. What do you guys get to do yet before you head back?
We have Greco tomorrow.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can
we
hear
have
you.
Greco tomorrow, and then we have Nations Night and a tour of the second largest Navy base in the world outside of the United States. So,
Oh wow.
we still got Navy activities. It'll be cool to see the Navy base, and if the closing ceremony is anything like the opening ceremony, I'm sure it'll be pretty good, and maybe we'll get to see that king and prince again, which was pretty cool. But we still have quite a bit to go, and the boys still have Greco. As you know, Greco with girls really isn't quite a thing anywhere, with especially with the lack of upper body strength. Even though Bella today, she was trying to go upper body. We're doing some Greco.
So guys, are you gonna wrestle Greco then too? Are you wrestling both styles?
Yeah,
Are you an experienced Greco guy, or is this gonna be first experience?
this is actually my first Greco tournament ever.
So why not do your first Greco tournament ever internationally? That seems like a good idea. No, I no, it's got to be a cool experience. Um, I hope you guys have a great time the rest of your trip and safe travels home. Congratulations, girls, being world champs. That's pretty awesome. Excited to see you guys get back and hopefully everybody gets to see the video and see how things are going. I will talk with you guys later.